P24 ਆਰੀ ਟੀਵੀ ਦੇ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਬਹੁਤ-ਬਹੁਤ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਹੈ ਜੀ। ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਹੋਸਟ ਪੌਲ ਚੀਮਾ। ਅੱਜ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਡੇ ਹੈ ਜੀ। ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਡੇ ਦੀ ਬਹੁਤ-ਬਹੁਤ ਮੁਬਾਰਕਬਾਦ ਹੋਵੇ। ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਡੇ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰ ਮਨਾਇਆ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਰਗੀ ਕੋਈ ਰੀਸ ਨਹੀਂ। ਪਰ ਜੇ ਇਸ ਵਾਰੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰ 'ਚ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਡੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਨਾ ਸਕੇ ਤਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ। ਕੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅਗਲੇ ਸਾਲ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਪਲੈਨਿੰਗ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ? ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਪਲੈਨਿੰਗ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ? ਕੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਧਿਆਨ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ? ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਆਪਣੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਥੋੜ੍ਹੀ ਜਿਹੀ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ। ਕੁਛ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ, ਕੁਛ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ। ਦੋਨੇ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਰਲਾ ਕੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਚੰਗਾ ਹੋਮ ਪਰਚੇਜ਼ ਪਲਾਨ ਬਣਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਅਗਲੇ ਸਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਛੱਤ ਕਹਿ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਉੱਥੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਡੇ ਮਨਾਈਏ। ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਵੀ ਮਨਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਬੜੇ ਤਿਉਹਾਰ ਆਉਣੇ ਹੈ। ਅਤੇ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਡੇ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਇਸ ਸਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਦੁਸਹਿਰਾ, ਦੀਵਾਲੀ, ਵਿਸਾਖ, ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਆਉਣੇ ਆ ਫੈਸਟੀਵਲ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਫੈਸਟੀਵਲ ਨੂੰ ਟਾਰਗੇਟ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਕਿ ਉਦੋਂ ਤੱਕ ਸਾਡਾ ਆਪਣਾ ਮਕਾਨ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗਾ? ਸੋ ਇਹ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਅਸੀਂ। ਨਾਲ ਰੀਅਲ ਸਟੇਟ ਦਾ ਕੁਛ ਡਾਟਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ। ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਰੀਸੈਂਟਲੀ ਇੱਕ ਕੰਪਨੀ ਬਾਰੇ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਮਿਲੀ ਹੈ ਜੀ, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਐਕੁਇਟੀ ਪਾਰਟੀਸਪੇਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ। ਸਰਕਾਰ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਪੇਮੈਂਟ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ 5 ਜਾਂ 10% ਬਣਾ ਦੇਣਗੇ। ਅਤੇ ਇਹ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਉਸੇ ਹੀ ਬੇਸ ਤੋਂ ਇਹ ਕੰਪਨੀ ਉਸ ਸੋਚ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਨਿਕਲੀ ਹੈ। ਇਹਦਾ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੋਂ ਮਿਨੀਮਮ ਡਾਊਨ ਪੇਮੈਂਟ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਬਾਕੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਪਾਣੀ ਹੈ। ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਪਾਰਟੀਸਪੇਸ਼ਨ ਐਕੁਇਟੀ ਦੇ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ 10 ਸਾਲ ਤੱਕ ਦਾ ਸਮਾਂ ਦੇਣਾ ਕਿ 10 ਸਾਲ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਅੰਦਰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਰਜ਼ਾ ਉਹ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੇ ਕਰ ਦਿਓ ਅਤੇ ਗੱਲ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ ਸਾਰੀ ਖਤਮ। ਇਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਅੱਜ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਕਿ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਇਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਡਿਸਕਸ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਸੋ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਦੋਸਤਾਂ, ਮਿੱਤਰਾਂ, ਭੈਣਾਂ, ਭਰਾਵਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਕ ਇਸ ਵਕਤ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਆ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੁਬਾਰਕਬਾਦ ਦੇਣੀ ਚਾਹਾਂਗੇ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਅੱਜ ਜਨਮ ਦਿਨ ਮਨਾਏ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹੈ, ਐਨੀਵਰਸਰੀਆਂ ਮਨਾਈਆਂ ਜਾ ਰਹੀਆਂ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਮਕਾਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਲੋਜ਼ਿੰਗ ਕਰ ਲਿੱਤੀ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਘਰ ਨਵਜਨਮੇ ਸ਼ਿਸ਼ੂ ਪੈਦਾ ਹੋਏ ਹੈ। ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਇਲਾਵਾ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਭੈਣਾਂ ਭਰਾਵਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਇਨਕਮ ਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰੋਟੈਕਟ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ ਇੱਕ ਢੁਕਵੀਂ ਇੰਸ਼ੋਰੈਂਸ ਪਾਲਿਸੀ ਲੈ ਕੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਮੁਬਾਰਕਬਾਦ ਦੇਣੀ ਚਾਹਾਂਗੇ। ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਥੋੜ੍ਹਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਸਿਆਣਪ ਪੁਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਕਈਆਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ 'ਚ। ਉਹ ਨਹੀਂ, ਇੱਕ ਦੂਰ ਅੰਦੇਸ਼ੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਆਪਣੀ ਇੰਸ਼ੋਰੈਂਸ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਕਟ ਬਾਏ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ। ਕਈਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਜੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਟਰਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੈਣੀ, ਅਸੀਂ ਫਲਾਨੀ ਲੈਣੀ ਹੈ। ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਗੈਸਟ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਹੈ, ਕਮਲਜੀਤ ਬੋਲਾ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਹੈ, ਸਰਬਜੀਤ ਲੁੱਦੜ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਹੈ, ਇੰਸ਼ੋਰੈਂਸ ਮੁਤਲਕ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਸ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਦਾ ਫਾਇਦਾ ਉਠਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਅਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲੈਣ ਲਈ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਟ ਫੋਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਾਲ ਕਰ ਲੈਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ। ਸਾਡੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਫੋਨ ਅਸੀਂ ਤਕਰੀਬਨ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਦੇ ਦੌਰਾਨ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਸੋ ਇਸ ਕੰਪਨੀ ਬਾਰੇ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲੈਣ ਲਈ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ 647 333 2273 'ਤੇ ਕਾਲ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਅਸੀਂ ਬੜੀ ਜਲਦੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਪੂਰੀ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਦੇਣ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ। ਨੰਬਰਸ ਵਰਕਆਊਟ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਕਿ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਇਹ ਨੰਬਰਸ ਵਰਕਆਊਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਬੈਸਟ ਆਪਸ਼ਨ ਕੀ ਹੈਗਾ। ਸੋ ਬੜੀ ਜਲਦੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਦੇ 'ਤੇ ਡਾਟਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਿਊਸ ਕਰਨ ਲੱਗੇ ਹਾਂ। ਉਮੀਦ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਡਾਟਾ ਪਸੰਦ ਆਏਗਾ। ਸਾਡੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਐਕਸੈਲ ਸ਼ੀਟ ਖੁੱਲ੍ਹੀ ਹੈ, ਪਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹਦੇ 'ਤੇ ਨੰਬਰ ਹਾਲੇ ਵਰਕਆਊਟ ਕਰਨੇ ਆ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਇਹ ਬੜਾ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੂਰੀ ਟਰਾਂਸਪੇਰੈਂਸੀ ਹੋਵੇ। ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੋਏ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਾਗਜ਼ ਅੱਜ ਸਾਈਨ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਉਹਦਾ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਕੀ ਅਸਰ ਪੈਣਾ। ਸੋ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਰਹੋ ਸਾਡੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਨੂੰ। ਸਾਡਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਇਸ ਵਕਤ YouTube ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ, ਲਿੰਕਡਇਨ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ, ਟਵਿੱਟਰ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ, ਫੇਸਬੁੱਕ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ PC24 ਆਰੀ ਟੀਵੀ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਆ, ਉੱਥੇ ਨਸ਼ਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ। ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਚੈਨਲਾਂ 'ਤੇ ਲਾਈਕ ਕਰੋ, ਸਬਸਕ੍ਰਾਈਬ ਕਰੋ, ਆਪਣੇ ਦੋਸਤਾਂ ਮਿੱਤਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਨੇਹਾ ਦਿਓ ਭਾਈ ਇਹ ਚੈਨਲ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਿਰਫ ਰੀਅਲ ਸਟੇਟ ਦੀ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ, ਮੌਰਗੇਜ ਦੀ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ, ਇਕੋਨੋਮਿਕਸ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਬਾਇੰਗ ਜਾਂ ਸੈਲਿੰਗ ਫੈਸਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰਭਾਵਿਤ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਦੀ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ। ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਡਾਟਾ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਜੀ, ਪਰ ਉਹ ਡਾਟਾ ਥਰਡ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਕੋਈ ਅਸੀਂ ਗਾਰੰਟੀ ਵਾਰੰਟੀ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਕੁ ਐਕੂਰੇਟ ਹੈ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਕੁ ਨਹੀਂ ਐਕੂਰੇਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇ ਸਕਦੇ। ਪਰ ਇੰਨੀ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਕਿ ਫਾਈਨਲ ਡਿਸੀਜ਼ਨ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਭਰੋਸੇਯੋਗ ਪ੍ਰੋਫੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬਹਿ ਕੇ ਉਹਦੀ ਚੰਗੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕੋਖ ਪੜਤਾਲ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਕਰ ਲੈਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ। ਹੁਣ ਗੱਲ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਕਿ ਅਗਲੇ ਸਾਲ ਤੱਕ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੋਈ ਪਲਾਨ ਹੈਗਾ ਬਾਏ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ। ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਮੁਸ਼ਕਲਾਂ ਦਾ ਸਾਹਮਣਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਪੈ ਰਿਹਾ। ਪਹਿਲੀ ਤਾਂ ਗੱਲ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਸਮਝ ਆ ਜਾਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਆ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਡਿਸਪੋਜ਼ੇਬਲ ਇਨਕਮ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਹੈ, ਟੈਕਸ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਇਨਕਮ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਹੈ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਕੁ ਲੋਡ ਝੱਲ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਮੌਰਗੇਜ ਦਾ। ਅੱਜ ਦੀ ਡੇਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੌਰਗੇਜ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਗੱਲ ਕਰੀਏ ਤਾਂ ਵੇਰੀਏਬਲ ਰੇਟ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਫਿਕਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲੋਂ ਉੱਪਰ ਆ। ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, 1 ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਤੀਸ਼ਤ ਦਾ ਫਰਕ ਆ। ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਮਝਦਾ ਕਿ ਵੇਰੀਏਬਲ ਮੌਰਗੇਜ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਕਿਸੇ ਲਈ ਕੰਮ ਕਰੂਗੀ। ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਮੌਰਗੇਜ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਫਿਊਚਰ ਲੌਂਗ ਟਰਮ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਲੌਕ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਇੰਟਰਸਟ ਪੇ ਕਰਨ ਵਿੱਚ। ਕਈ ਲੋਕ ਇਹ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਹੈ ਕਿ sooner or later the variable mortgage rates are going to come down. That is true. They will come down as the prime rate switches. But the bottom line is, when will that happen? If the prime rate doesn't come down within the next 6 months, you are going to pay way more interest. The beauty of variable mortgage is the penalty is very less. You can pay off mortgage with just 3 months interest penalty. Whereas in variable mortgages, you have to pay penalty based on interest rate differential throughout the pending term. So that penalty can be way more, but people don't care if it meets their long-term planning goals. So we have to find out what your long-term goals are, where you want to go, what are you thinking, how are you planning to maintain the property, and what are the easiest payments that you are comfortable with. People have gone beyond their ability to pay mortgages. When the market was very hot, the mortgage rates were below 1%, and the stress test was 5.25%, people got qualified. But now when the interest rates actually reached 5.25%, they are really very tight now financially. They have to tighten their belts every other day, eat less, pay mortgage payment only. And that is never the right situation. So when you think of buying your house by next family day, you make sure that you do not fall into these traps. The biggest trap is buying more house than you actually need. So what do I mean by buying more house than you actually need? That is simple, that if you can live comfortably in 1500 square feet house, do not go for 2000 square feet house. The cost will be tremendous. The difference in cost will be tremendous. And do not, go for 3000 square feet if you can comfortably live in 2000 square feet or 2400 square feet. That makes a lot of difference. Knowing what you really want and going for it is what the key is for a peaceful living. Are you buying for yourself or are you buying for someone? Are you buying to show off your wealth? So those purposes do not hold good. People can say great things about your bigger home, but at the end of the day, it is you who is paying for those mortgages. Are you comfortable with that? Nobody other than you is going to handle the load of mortgage debt payment. Right now, as we speak, the household debt is about 182 or 185%. So that means you already spent your 2 months' salary today, and now you are in a loop. You keep paying and paying and paying debt. It never gets off your shoulders. It is there, very much there, making you lose your sleep, making you become anxious, making you stressful, bringing bitterness to your relationship. All those things happen because one decision was not right. You bought more than you wanted. You ate more than you could eat. So basically, those things are really critical when you plan for your house by next family day. Do you have daughters only? Do you have boys only as your children? So those dynamics will also make a lot of difference. Are your children going to stay with you? Will they be moving out on their own? Will they take a flight on their own and explore the whole world? You have to consider those factors. If you are a family of four, two children, and two of you, and your children decide to settle somewhere else, Europe, US, anywhere in the world, and what would you do with that big house? Selling the big house is equally challenging. So I would suggest buying something that you can easily dispose of, and do not go very large, more than you need. I keep saying that all the time. And second thing, when people buy bigger houses, they are lured into believing that the basement apartment will handle most of their mortgage payment. Never ever consider rental payments as a plan to make payments for your mortgages. It can be very counterproductive. Bad tenants can leave you in a limbo. You wouldn't be able to kick them out, you wouldn't be able to make the payments, and then stress, anxiety, fights within the family, all those things are going to happen. So make sure whenever you buy a house, you never count the rental income as part of your payment plan, not even your child tax benefit, how long you will get them. So try to qualify based off your income alone. Or maybe if you have some investment, some cash, some assets that you can liquidate at your earliest convenience, great, such as RRSP, TFSA, some not so long term funds. You need to consider those for your down payment and do not touch. 12 months period is a good period to plan for your home purchase. If you start today, I can guarantee you by next family day you would have a house. What do you do in the meanwhile? Well, you can start researching on the neighborhood. So there are families who move, let's say, from another province to another province, and then they rent for a while. They do not buy right away. They need to feel the neighborhood. And that's a good step. You can defer your purchase if you do not know how this neighborhood plays out in your lives. So many people that I know of have rented for 6 months to 1 year before they finally decided to jump into home ownership in that particular province, the newer area they move to, and then call it their home. It is very critical you understand, you do a lot of research. What is significant for you? Is it education of your children? Is it proximity to your workplace? Is it less distance to your work? What are you looking for? Are you able to drive, or you would be walking all the time? Of course, you need to stay closer to your home, to your workplace. Those factors will determine the price and how much can you afford. It's very difficult to give you a number that says, okay, save X dollars by next year, then you would be able to buy a house. We don't know what will happen by next year. In January last year, nobody knew the market is going to crash. February, Nobody still knew market is going to crash. March, people were kind of thinking something's going to happen, but nobody even expected the house price to tumble down that steeply. But things happen. So similarly, it can be reversed very fast too. It all depends how the interest rates play out. If they start cutting down on interest rates, trust me, demand is already there. Supply is less. You will start seeing multiple offer situations, and then again that feeling of despair, uh, you know, negativity about being rejected on an offer. All those things will come back. Ideally, if you have enough cash, buying now will be way better. But when you buy now, you are going to make large mortgage payments. But could those large payments over a period of 2 years be better than paying way more in the house prices in the near future? So this is a variable we don't know, but we can make an educated guess. I guess every 3 4 years the market returns to where it was before it started tumbling down. In 2017, when the market started coming down after the government imposed this stress test thing, what happened? It took 3 4 years, the market came back again, and again the prices went up, and people were predicting, oh, pandemic, the house price will go really down. Nothing happened. They went up. Banks were very liberal in lending money because they needed to put money in circulation. It is opposite right now. The banks do not want to lend you money. They want to withdraw their funds from the circulation. Similarly, people don't want to deposit money in the banks because they are losing it. But where would they keep it? With them, they were paying cash, so they are using cash. No, not really. Credit card transactions have also gone up, way up. If you look at MasterCard or Visa portals, you will find out how those things are moving, and it's very, strange behavior, how people act in certain times of the year or the circumstances. You need to see those things very, very carefully before you make your biggest leap and biggest commitment. Home purchase is a very large commitment. It's full of risks of losing income and not being able to make mortgage payment, fear of being ejected from the house if you do not make your regular mortgage payment, fear of getting your credit screwed up. If you lose a limb or accidentally something happens that results in a death, your family can come on the streets with whatever little equity they may withdraw after the bank puts your property on power of sale and sells it. So those risks will always be there. So when I say it's a large commitment, you have to be prepared for that. So if you keep these things in mind 24/7, 365, I'm pretty sure you will not make a wrong decision of home purchase or home sale. If you need more clarification, call me for one-on-one private consultation, completely confidential. We do not share information with anyone. And learn what is the best time for you. We need to understand you, and you need to understand the market before you make the final jump to either buy or sell your property. This is really critical. And this is a professional's job. This is not any Tom, Dick, and Harry who you call and get an estimate to sell the property. It doesn't work that way. That could be a tragic experience for you. So the best experience is get a professional, hear him out, and then take some time, go over the things, maybe call another one, and then finally decide who you want to go with and what would be your action plan. This is really important, and you can do that. Saving money in 1 year can be very tricky, but that starts with you cutting down on unneeded expenses such as coffee, if you understand the effect of compounding on your savings or bank savings, you will realize you work your ass off making money, and banks don't do that much hard work, but they make maybe 1,000 times more than you make your money. You deposit $10,000. Now you gave them a power to raise $100,000 and make a loan to someone. And that loan is just a paper, a document that yes, I will pay you this much money. And it is just a piece of electronic transaction or maybe a check. What do you do with it? You take it, you give it to the seller. What does seller do with it? Doesn't keep with him or her. They go back to the bank and deposit it. And where is all the money saved? That is a federal account. Eventually, the money stays with the banks, whether it be TD or Scotia or BMO or RBC, it doesn't matter. They're all cousins. The money stays in the house. But you just got a loan, and instead of, and for that loan, let's say you borrow 100,000, you're going to make payments that will total maybe more than $250,000 over the term of the amortization period of the loan. Who made money? You or the bank? You have the house, of course, but not until every dime is paid off. And my experience has shown that there are very few people in the world who have free and clear title to their property. If they have free and clear title, some are robbed by these title theft guys, ID theft guys. You heard those news where some people lost their houses because they were having fun, maybe in Europe, and then someone posed as them, took their identity, sold the house, and decamped with thousands and thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe millions of dollars. It happened recently in 2022 January, around January to March. There are some cases that came to our notice where these guys just sold people's houses and resulted in a huge pain. This is pain actually. This is real big pain when someone comes back from vacation and finds that, oh, my house is no more my house. What happened to your material, the furniture, the valuable that you had at home? Probably they were disposed of, garage sale. So those things happen, and so far the indicators are coming down. They are indicating the market may come down 5 to 6%. This is Canadian Real Estate Association and other boards such as Toronto Regional Real Estate Board making prediction. This is what is going to happen. They have forecast that the market may turn around in the later part of 2023. Well, let's hope for the best. Let's hope it happens. Now, you understand you need money as a down payment. You need money to be offered with the offer when you write an offer on a property, and it's not just 10,000 or 5,000, at least not in GTA where people ask for 5% or more. But remember, keep it up to $100,000 if you can. If they ask for more deposit, we can pay in another installment after all your conditions and your approval is in place and your appraisal has been conducted. Keep that fund till then, because under law, only $100,000 is protected. So now you understand how mortgage is going to play a role in your life when you take a house. So basically, start budgeting for it. Start eliminating unneeded expenses, such as coffee, eating outside. Try to conform. Try to conserve your money as much as you can. Become a penny saver. If you can go in a public transit, all the better. But make sure it is not cutting down your family time. Even driving around is a long drive these days, considering the traffic chaos on the highways. Most of the time during busy hours, a distance that you can cover in 15 minutes takes more than 1 hour. So you have to consider all these ins and outs. Maybe if you don't have a house, maybe try renting a place close to your workplace so you can save more money that you would have spent otherwise on gas expenses or commute. And that could be big chunk, and try to find some investment instruments after discussion with a qualified and professional from mind professional financial advisor, and trust me, you will do way better. So now during this period when you're thinking that okay, next family day I'm going to celebrate in my home, then you start saving, you start researching the neighborhood, you get a feeling how your children will be settling in their lives. Will they stay with you? Will they move out? We see mostly children move out because of work, because of they want a more liberal lifestyle, which sometimes doesn't work with parents, and they move out, and then there are empty nesters. Are you going to be in that situation? Find out. You know your children. So all these little nitty gritties of lives will make a bigger impact when you finally position yourself to purchase a house. If you want to buy today but don't have cash, I can suggest you some company who will buy as a co-borrower with you. It will be co-ownership. Two people buying a house. You pay out their portion and then retain your house. This is what can happen. And it can play great for many people, while it may be detrimental financially for many people. We'll keep talking on this subject a bit more. Stay with us. We'll also discuss the numbers, where the market is heading to, how average prices are going around, and then we will talk more about economy and where we are supposed to be after this little break. Stay with us, please. Thank you very much. Are you looking for a reliable legal office that can handle your closing in the most effective manner? If yes, please get in touch with Rakesh Joshi at 416 213 8600. Joshi Law Office provides all the legal advices about real estate law, business law, immigration laws, notarization and affidavits, wills and trust. Give them a call today, 416 213 8600. Are you looking for reliable immigration services? If yes, contact Sukhi Paul at 647 296 4575 or office phone number 905 790 8877. They are located at 219 220 at 7956 Torban Road. It's right at the intersection of Torban Road and Steeles Avenue West. Contact them for all kind of visa services. Are you the breadwinner for your family? Have you ever considered if something were to happen to you, what would happen to your wife, to your children, to your parents? If not, this is the time to call Kamaljeet Bhola at 647 772 1481. She is an amazing insurance advisor working with Beyond Care Insurance Solutions in Brampton, Ontario. Find out what best you can do your family while you can. Do not put this thing off till tomorrow. This could be very, very critical for your family's future. Are you thinking of a career change or adding another one to your portfolio? Well, you are thinking right. Call Sarabjit Luddar at 416-879-3039 from Beyond Care Insurance Solutions. She also deals in life, long-term, travel, critical illness, disability insurance. Give her a call today at 416-879-3039.
3039. This is what we can tell you. She will always give you the right advice and help you find out if being an insurance advisor is your piece of cake. Are you thinking to sell your home and are concerned about depreciating values? Don't be. You are in safe hands with Paul Chima. Call me at 647-333-2273. I ensure safety of your home with electronic lock boxes. Nobody can enter your house without permission from our brokerage, and we provide full detail if needed at any point in time. Once again, Paul Chima, 647-333-2273. Better call Paul and get moving. Do you want to shop right without burning your pockets? If yes, please visit Monisha Discount Warehouse at 377 Burnhamthorpe Road, East Mississauga, Ontario. They are the best. They have all kind of Indian, Pakistani and other local stuff that you can buy at literally throwaway prices. Contact them at 905-361-0773. Monisha Discount Warehouse. D.P. Jain is a well-known name in the fields of accounting. You can contact him today at his cell number 416-305-0080 or his office number 905-790-9327. Once you start working with him, you will never want to leave him. He is 5-star professional. Call him today. D.P. Jain Professional Corporation. PC24 RE-TV is heard over so many different channels. If you want to promote your business for free, call me at 647-333-2273. You can also send your artwork to contact@paulchima.com. We are here to be partners in your business success. 647-333-2273.
PC24 ਆਰ ਟੀਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਮੁੜ ਤੋਂ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਹੈ ਜੀ। ਮੈਂ ਹਾਂ ਪਾਲ ਚੀਮਾ ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਗੱਲ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ, ਹਾਊ ਕੈਨ ਯੂ ਅਰੇਂਜ ਦ ਮਨੀ ਫੋਰ ਯੂਰ ਹੋਮ next year. Tomorrow I will be talking a bit more about our partnership with a company and how you can be helped. So that could be something good for you to know. But at the end of the day, it all depends on how you look at your personal situation and how you want to share equity. When government announced equity participation to help first-time home buyers, they said on resale they will pay up to 5% equity shares. Or it was, I guess, for 10 years, I guess. That, or maybe 20 years. When you sell the house, you will pay their participation of whatever percentage it is on the equity you realize after all the expenses. So similarly, this company will participate in equity sharing and depends where you sell and when you sell it. The max period is 10 years. You can pay them off anytime within 10 years and buy your share. We'll talk more about that in the coming program, probably tomorrow or day after, because that needs a lot of analysis on my part before I recommend you the company. So we are planning to buy a house next year. So if not already, I would suggest you sit down with your preferred real estate partner and tell him that our goal is to buy this time, our max price could be this much, and by this next year we are looking at our income to go up or down by this much. So those numbers are something you have to provide. And you know you will be budgeting for land transfer tax as well. As a first time buyer, you get reduction, a rebate up to $4,000 maximum. So if you're buying in Toronto, you're going to pay two taxes: city land transfer tax, which is Toronto land transfer tax, and provincial land transfer tax. These two components will be lived in Toronto, not outside Toronto. So not in GTA, only in Toronto. So now, so you are budgeting for it and you are connected to a professional who would keep you updated on what's going on in the market. You will get occasional emails, you will consent to that, and you will get feed on how things are going. And I will also suggest you to tie up with a mortgage broker and do not tell him that you are ready to buy tomorrow if you're not. Tell them that your goal is next year and you would like to be kept in the loop about how the financial market is moving. So sometimes you could close earlier too, depending upon the circumstances, if they are favorable to you or not. So make sure you are tied up to professionals today, even though you are buying next year, because that's how you will make very intelligent decision. Unless you have connections, you will end up confused when it comes to buy house. You wouldn't know what to do, where to go. And throughout the journey of this 12 months to your new home, keep in touch with your numbers and maybe amend your plan. You may end up buying earlier than next family day, or maybe later than next family day. That is okay, as long as you are moving along the path. So you need to be aware of where you want to settle. After talking to your children, how they want to settle in their lives, if they are like adults, 18, 20, 19 years old, or if they are infants, then you take the lead. For next 7, 10 years they will be with you, so you can plan accordingly. So you know where you're going to go, you know the purpose or reason behind selecting that neighborhood. Was it great schools? Was it proximity to your workplace? Was it proximity to major shopping areas or major highways that can help you reach your place or work faster? Or whatever purpose you had, you need to keep those in mind and accordingly select a neighborhood. Some people focus on the crime rate. For crime rate, you will go to the local police website and find out. Most of them have crime maps. So you can see in which particular bracket what happened. Assaults, snatching, auto thefts, invasions, all those things, or all those data is available online. They publicly put it up. I have seen that many times. If you ask a realtor, they may not brand any area as a bad area or a great area. It's not upon us to label a neighborhood, and it's not even ethical to do that. You find what you want, and a realtor can definitely direct you to appropriate resources that you can study and then make up your mind. Okay, Paul, I have seen this. I am okay about crime rate, about proximity to my workplace in this neighborhood of 5-6 kilometers diameter radial distance works great for me. And can you keep a tab on what's coming or what's selling and how they're selling within this area, and update me at least once a month. 12 emails for the whole year will enlighten you. They will act as a guiding force for you to make your next move. Is that difficult? Absolutely not. That is pretty straightforward. So I guess these are some fundamental things you need to be aware of when you budget for your next home, when you make a plan for your long-term planning. Stay in touch with industry professionals and do not stay in touch with 1,000 industry professionals. Stick to one, or if you're still not happy, want a second opinion, maybe find another one. But the more you have, the more confused you would be. I see people, oh, they know everyone in the industry, and everyone is expecting some kind of business from them. Some develop great relationships, but great relationships are okay, or work should be professional. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. and I hope you will get benefited from this little, mind opener talks that will expand your thoughts and will help you dig deeper into that. Everything is not Google, and every realtor is not Google. So there will be a disconnect. So try to reach out to industry people. They have the most updated knowledge and expertise to help your needs. Remember, tomorrow day after, I will be talking about equity participation by this company, and then you make a decision where you want to go. So talking about economy, we know that the house sales has been lowest since 2009. This was reported by Canadian Real Estate Association in its report for the month of January. And spring is traditionally, they say, is the busiest season for the home buyers, but still there is a lot of uncertainty in Canada's real estate market. So the problem is rising interest rate, stress test, lack of affordability. This is where we are. So they say 2023 feels much similar to 2019. That is true. We are back, and some people are expecting the house prices to go back to 2017 period. Will we go there? Will people still be selling? They always sell. There are always reasons to sell a property. There are always reasons to buy a property. Make sure you have the right reason to buy or sell your home. As I told you in my previous broadcast, the average national home price remained around $612,204. This was Canadian Real Estate Association's national average home price. So this was, they say this is a sluggish price. They were expecting more aggressive price for these houses, and sales across much of Ontario and parts of BC, British Columbia, prices are well below peak level. We all understand that. While some major markets, including Calgary, Saskatoon, and St. John's, have barely dropped below their peak at all, they are still holding constant, which is good for those markets. So analysts also weren't surprised by January's numbers given all the pressure put on Canada's housing market, including ban on foreigners buying Canadian homes and a tax to discourage Canadian homeowners from flipping their properties, very much in place. The Bank of Canada also hiked its policy rate by 0.75 percentage point in December and January. As such, falling sales and prices last month are not much of a surprise. That is true, isn't that? So many things were thrown away at the Canadian real estate market. So stress test was one thing which was always there, but they upped it by 200 basis points, and then ban on foreigners home purchase up to 3 units. Ban, they cannot buy. Penalties are in place. They try to block investors who would like to flip houses, and they said there will be additional tax. Another pressure, and then further pressure was the interest rate hikes over the term. All these things played key role, and nobody was surprised by the falling rates, and people are still looking to sell. The average price of houses in Quebec is about $445,396. BC is close to $867,012. Ontario is at $798,835, Alberta is at $420,152. Halifax, Dartmouth looking good at $490,700, and Greater Toronto is at $1,078,900. Barrie and District is looking great at $778,200, and Victoria is at $866,700. Greater Vancouver is at $1,111,400. Greater Montreal is at $498,000. Calgary is at $509,900. Ottawa is $603,900. Winnipeg $323,600. St. John's is at $316,300. Guess what you can buy there in $1,000,000. Saskatoon is at $366,000. Edmonton is $362,200. This is how the average prices are. If you missed any, just go back 10-15 seconds, you will get all the data again. So when will Canada's housing market turn around? Do you know about that? I don't think anyone knows about that. But everyone is looking for the answer. There are contradictory economic winds of 2022 that will blow over the coming year. It is chaos to the maximum. Unfortunately, even though spring selling season is a few months away, no one has a lot of clarity about how things will unfold in spring this year. Will it be tighter? Will it be liberal? Where will we be? And it says TD expects housing activity could bottom out sometimes before the summer of 2023. That will be lowest peak. We had the upper peak. We are probably looking for the lowest peak very soon. This says before the summer, and summer is just a few months away. And that will be driven by job growth, population growth, lower yield. That said, tighter lending standards on federally regulated financial institution might scuttle this prediction. So another variable. Things are always in a very confused state at this point. We don't know exactly what will happen. Like TD Bank, like other banks, well, you can also make your own prediction. Who stops you from doing that? It is pretty easy, right? You may have a totally different mindset how the things will be. So the federal regulations over the financial institution will hold the key as to how the market will behave. Even they are unaware of how things will change. Moreover, they say the level of new listings remains low, and that is true. We have less number of listings available. Active listings are increasing, they are not selling. There could be many factors. Affordability is one major factor here, right? And there is no signal yet that people are selling under force. They're what you call short sales or power of sales, like you say in the US. I think they mostly use the term short sales. So meaning there's nothing pushing up the supply at this point. The inventory at national level is 4.3 months, and this is how it was before COVID, just before COVID-19 pandemic lockdowns, and around a month below the long-term average of 5 months. That trend may not improve. We may still be looking at a similar trend for a number of months coming up. And then it says there will be 230,000 new starts in 2023. down from just 260,000 last year. So starts are new project. A trend he called historically solid in a note to client. This is from BMO economist. Douglas Border is his name. So he did acknowledge a large pullback in housing is there since January. Unfortunately, there is no other potential roadblock facing Canadian homeowners. The possibility of more interest rate hikes. It is true that the Bank of Canada has taken a pause, but it also left the door open for more potential hikes if inflation didn't cool off. And investors are betting on at least one more rate hike in 2023, which is coming March. Winter is coming, like they say in what was the show, the throne, something like that. Those things don't come to mind. Getting older, guys. So this is where the housing market is moving to, and tomorrow we will have the inflation rate, and we will see where the inflation goes to. What do you think inflation would be? Up or down? Where are we looking? What are we expecting? And we talked yesterday that inflation is soft. Core, if you exclude those highly volatile items like food and energy, they are softening. There is a narrowing down of inflation. So things are improving, and I'm pretty confident we will have a lesser rate of inflation tomorrow. We'll be looking up to the data, and then we'll see where we are. But till then, fingers crossed. So just kind of a fun fact there. ITSO is a platform that holds data of listings from about 20 to 23 boards and associations, covers a very large area. So in January 2010, under ITSO, the median sale prices were $232,750. I'm going to put it on in my calculator. $232,750, and from 2010 all the way up to 2023, which is January 2023, which reported about $650,000. So median price. So from 2010 to 2023, that is in 13 years, people gained $417,250 as property appreciation. And this appreciation divided by 13 years comes down to an average of $32,096.15 annually. Let's go back to our 13-year number, which was $417,250. How much this went up from 2010, sorry, January 2010 to 32,750. And believe it or not, the house prices now are 179% more than what they were 13 years ago. There was a time during this period in February, the leap was bigger. It's only that the house price started coming down, but leap was bigger in February. So if you look at February prices in 2010 versus prices in 2022 February, we'll see where we were. So in 2010, median prices were $242,000. And in February of 2022, the prices went up to $875,000 median price. That was $633,000 more than February 2010. And divide that by price that was in February 2010, we are looking at 262% of gain. The housing market is one of the most stable investment instruments. I'm not saying you use it as an investment. I'm saying your value, the property value, goes up that much. Now, if you bought a house, let's say in 2010, and you still have it, this is where you are sitting. That is your gain. And I am pretty confident for many of you, you would have paid off your mortgage. So anyways, guys, it's time for us to call our program off. So it's 11:27 a.m. and it's Family Day. I again wish you all the happiest of family celebrations today. Have fun, go out, play with your children, enjoy outside food, do whatever you want to stay close. But on this, unfortunately, there are many people who lost their beloved. PC24, RETV, its team, its sponsors, and Paul Shima send deepest condolences to the families of those who lost their beloved ones. We shall pray to God to grant peace to the departed soul and give you strength to get over this tragic moment in your life. Stay with us, like our program. We are live on YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, PC24 RETV's Facebook group, and we would like to see you there. Like, subscribe, share. That's the key. The more, the merrier. Thank you very much. And before you leave this program, please watch our ads for the last time. Thank you very much.
Are you looking for a reliable legal office that can handle your closing in the most effective manner? If yes, please get in touch with Rakesh Joshi at 416 213 8600. Joshi Law Office provides all the legal advices about real estate law, business law, immigration laws, notarization and affidavits, wills and trust. Give them a call today, 416 213 8600. Are you looking for reliable immigration services? If yes, contact Sukhi Paul at 647 296 4575 or office phone number 905 790 8877. They are located at 219 220 at 7956 Torban Road. It's right at the intersection of Torban Road and Steeles Avenue West. Contact them for all kind of visa services. Are you the breadwinner for your family? Have you ever considered if something were to happen to you, what would happen to your wife, to your children, to your parents? If not, this is the time to call Kamaljeet Bola at 647 772 1481. She is an amazing insurance advisor working with Beyond Care Insurance Solutions in Brampton, Ontario. Find out what best you can do your family while you can. Do not put this thing off till tomorrow. This could be very, very critical for your family's future. Are you thinking of a career change or adding another one to your portfolio? Well, you are thinking right. Call Sarabjit Luddar at 416-879-3039 from Beyond Care Insurance Solutions. She also deals in life, long-term, travel, critical illness, disability insurance. Give her a call today at 416-879-3039. This is what we can tell you. She will always give you the right advice and help you find out if being an insurance advisor is your piece of cake. Are you thinking to sell your home and are concerned about depreciating values? Don't be. You are in safe hands with Paul Chima. Call me at 647-333-2273. I ensure safety of your home with electronic lock boxes. Nobody can enter your house without permission from our brokerage, and we provide full detail if needed at any point in time. Once again, Paul Chima, 647-333-2273. Better call Paul and get moving. Do you want to shop right without burning your pockets? If yes, please visit Monisha Discount Warehouse at 377 Burnhamthorpe Road, East Mississauga, Ontario. They are the best. They have all kind of Indian, Pakistani and other local stuff that you can buy at literally throwaway prices. Contact them at 905-361-0773. Monisha Discount Warehouse. D.P. Jain is a well-known name in the fields of accounting. You can contact him today at his cell number 416-305-0080 or his office number 905-790-9327. Once you start working with him, you will never want to leave him. He is 5-star professional. Call him today. D.P. Jain Professional Corporation. PC24 RE-TV is heard over so many different channels. If you want to promote your business for free, call me at 647-333-2273. You can also send your artwork to contact@paulchima.com. We are here to be partners in your business success. 647-333-2273.